Have you ever gone to bed feeling perfectly fine, only to wake up the next morning with your speech slurred or your balance completely off? What if I told you that the cause might not be stress, age, or even blood pressure, but something far more ordinary, like the fruit you ate after dinner? For millions of adults over 60, a slice of watermelon, a few grapes, or even pineapple after a meal feels like a healthy, harmless treat, something refreshing, something light, something that's good for digestion. But under the surface, that sweet ritual might be slowly increasing your stroke risk, silently, invisibly, especially overnight when your body is most vulnerable. I'm not saying fruit is the enemy, but when you eat it and how your aging body handles it can make all the difference. In this video, I'll reveal the 3 most common fruits that, when eaten at the wrong time, may quietly trigger dangerous changes in your brain's blood flow, and how to enjoy them safely without putting your health at risk. Hi, I'm Dr. Lily Anderson. I'm a neurologist with over 20 years of experience helping older adults protect their brains, recover from stroke, and live with strength and clarity, well into their 60s, 70s, and beyond. In my clinic, I've met hundreds of patients who never smoked, never drank, never touched fast food, and yet one morning, their lives changed in an instant because of one small habit they thought was healthy. That's why I'm here. In this video, I'll walk you through 3 specific fruits that, when eaten at night, especially if you're on common medications or dealing with high blood pressure, may quietly increase your risk of stroke. But more importantly, I'll show you how to enjoy fruit the right way, so it nourishes your brain, not threatens it. Let's get started. The sweet habits that could turn dangerous at night. 1, watermelon, the hydrating trap. It feels harmless, cool, refreshing, a perfect way to end a hot day. But after 60, watermelon can play tricks on your body. Here's why. Watermelon is a natural diuretic. It makes you urinate more. And if you're already on blood pressure or heart medications, especially diuretics, this combo can dehydrate you overnight. Dehydration thickens your blood, and thick blood moves slowly. The perfect condition for clots to form in narrow vessels, especially the ones feeding your brain. What to do instead? Enjoy watermelon earlier in the day, no later than mid-afternoon. Add a pinch of sea salt or eat it with coconut water to replenish lost electrolytes. 2, grapes. Sugar bombs in disguise grapes are tiny, sweet, fun. Easy to snack on while watching TV or reading. But don't let their size fool you. Grapes, especially seedless, extra sweet varieties, are loaded with fast-digesting natural sugars. At night, when your metabolism slows and your blood vessels are less responsive, that sugar spike can trigger inflammation inside your arteries and quietly set the stage for a stroke. Safer way to eat grapes. Always eat them with protein or healthy fat, like a few almonds or a slice of cheese, and never eat them by the bowl. A small handful during active hours is enough. 3, pineapple. Sweet, acidic, and unexpectedly risky pineapple feels like sunshine in a bite. Sweet, tangy, tropical. But after dinner, it may be doing more harm than good. Why? Pineapple is high in sugar and acid and contains bromelain, a natural enzyme that can interfere with blood clotting. If you eat it before bed, it may cause silent reflux, disrupt oxygen flow to the brain, and in sensitive individuals, even trigger early morning strokes. How to stay safe? Enjoy pineapple in small amounts, and never before sleep. Eat it earlier in the day, paired with a protein source to balance absorption. These fruits aren't bad. They only become risky when the timing, the context, and your medications are ignored. In the next section, let me tell you the real story of a woman who thought she was doing everything right, until one morning her life changed. Clara Hughes was 77, a retired choir director from North Carolina, full of life and still teaching part-time at her local church. She believed in natural living, no processed sweets, no sodas. Instead, every night after dinner, she'd enjoy a small bowl of fresh pineapple. It helps with digestion, she'd say. It became her ritual, a reward for making it through another day. But one morning, Clara woke up different. She felt foggy. Her balance was off. Her daughter noticed her words were slurred. At the hospital, scans revealed a posterior circulation stroke, a type of stroke that affects balance, coordination, and speech. The doctors were puzzled at first. Her vitals were decent. Her lifestyle? Relatively healthy. But the deeper we looked, the clearer it became. Clara's blood work showed elevated glucose levels, signs of acid reflux irritation, and irregular platelet activity, suggesting disrupted clotting. It wasn't just one cause. It was a perfect storm. Natural enzymes from pineapple, nighttime acid buildup, and blood sugar spikes, all playing out quietly, night after night. Clara survived. But she now lives with mild speech delays and nerve sensitivity in her right hand, and a simple habit, one she truly believed was helping her, nearly stole her independence. Clara's story isn't rare. In fact, it's more common than most realize. That's why we need to relearn how we eat, not fear food, but respect timing, aging, and context. In the next section, I'll break down why this happens and what your body does differently after 60 that makes these late-night fruits so risky. When you're in your 30s or 40s, your body is flexible. It can handle a late-night sugar spike, a bit of acid, a small imbalance in minerals, but once you pass 60, everything changes behind the scenes, even if you feel fine. Let me break it down simply. 1. Your blood thickens easily at night. At night, your body naturally slows circulation to rest and recover. Your blood pressure dips. You breathe slower. If you eat fruit with high sugar or water content, like watermelon, grapes, pineapple, your body may lose water through urine, spike blood sugar quickly, or struggle to metabolize natural enzymes. All of that thickens the blood, making it move like syrup, and syrup doesn't flow well through small aging arteries, especially those in the brain. 2. Fragile arteries can't handle sudden changes. After 60, your arteries are no longer soft and elastic. They're stiffer, narrower, and tiny tears, called microlesions, can form inside vessel walls when they're inflamed or under pressure. Once a tear forms, your body tries to heal it by building a clot. That's good. Unless the clot blocks blood flow to your brain while you sleep. That's a stroke. 3. Medications make this even riskier. If you're on blood pressure meds, water pills, or statins, your body may retain more potassium from bananas, lose fluid faster with watermelon, or fail to break down enzymes like bromelain in pineapple. And when medications mix with fruit compounds, your liver and kidneys may not respond fast enough, especially overnight. The result? A silent chain reaction, sticky blood, narrow vessels, and a clot forming while you sleep. No warnings, no symptoms, until it's too late. But don't worry, this doesn't mean fruit is dangerous. It means you need to eat it differently now. Smarter, slower, and with respect for how your body has changed. Up next, I'll show you how small changes can protect your brain, your balance, and your independence without giving up the foods you love. If you've made it this far, let me tell you something important. You're not too old, and no, it's not too late. I've seen men and women in their 70s, even 80s, make one small shift in how they eat and reclaim energy, balance, and clarity they thought were gone for good. You don't have to give up fruit. You just have to give your body what it needs now. Instead of eating pineapple after dinner, try it with lunch, in a small portion, paired with some protein. Instead of grapes by the handful in front of the TV, try 5 to 6 with a slice of cheese earlier in the day. Watermelon? Enjoy it after your morning walk, not before bed. These aren't diets. They're tiny acts of self-respect. They tell your body, I hear you. I understand what you need now, and I'm going to take care of you. The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. Even if you only make one change this week, Even if all you do is move your evening fruit to the afternoon, that's enough to shift your body toward safety and stability. And the best part? You'll feel the difference. Not in a dramatic overnight way, but in small signs. Better sleep, clearer mornings, a steadier step, a little more you coming back. In a moment, I'll show you how to build a safer nighttime routine and how to tell if your current habits might be silently stressing your brain. But first, let's take one more small, important step together. If this video made you pause, if it made you look at your evening fruit bowl a little differently, that's already a powerful step forward. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to remind you that you still have choices, that your health isn't gone. It's listening. It just needs a little support and a little more wisdom than it did 20 years ago. If you found this helpful, let me know by typing 1 in the comments. If you still have questions or want me to cover a specific fruit or food, type 0 and share your thoughts. I read every comment because this channel is a conversation, not a lecture. If you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to. Every week, I share science-backed tips for living stronger, thinking clearer, and aging with confidence. No pills, no fear. And in the next video, I'll reveal the one morning drink most people think is healthy, but may be silently increasing your stroke risk. It's in almost every senior breakfast tray. So stay tuned, and until then, stay curious, stay kind to your body, and remember, your brain is still listening. Feed it the future you deserve.